I'm Rob Westerby. It's day 2 of the trial for the 4 men accused of plotting to kidnap the governor, as Doug mentioned a moment ago. And now that the jury has been seated, it's time for opening statements. And we're right in the middle of them now. Let's check in downtown with Doug Reardon in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, good morning, Rob. So far, all day long, we've been hearing the framework for both the defense and the prosecution's arguments. And the judge reminded everybody this is not evidence. This is just context for the evidence that we're going to hear over the course of the next couple of weeks. And there is a lot of it. So, of course, the government has the burden of proof here. So they went first. Assistant U.S. Attorney Jonathan Roth gave the statement today. And it was mostly him reading verbatim messages that the defendants sent to one another on encrypted chats. Roth asked the jury, why did they need encrypted chats if this was free speech, as is their argument, and why would they need code words for things like guns and bombs? Those messages make up the bulk of the 400 plus entries of evidence that we'll hear over the course of the next couple of weeks. And then it was the defense's turn. We have to remember all 4 defendants have their own legal counsel. They're all being represented individually. So today we'll hear 4 opening arguments from the defense's side, and we've heard a lot of the same from them, that there was no agreement and thus there was no conspiracy. And it is that entrapment claim that's going to be the framework for all of the defendants' arguments. They're placing a lot of the burden on an undercover FBI informant named Dan, who they say was the one who concocted the plan to kidnap the governor with help from the government. We're going to hear from Dan later on in this trial. We're going to head back inside and continue listening to those arguments, Rob. So for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Doug. We will have coverage of the opening statements and more and the other court proceedings here on the air, online at fox17online.com, and on our streaming app available on the streaming devices like Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.